Things you didn't know the use of. Ever wondered why your backpack has those loops? Or why your shoes have those holes on the side? The hole in lollipop sticks is really for? Well, it turns out these hidden features in everyday things have some amazing uses. First, we have to look at McFlurry spoons. Ever wondered why McFlurry spoons are that weird shape? Some people think it's supposed to be like a straw, but that's not the case. You see, McDonald's didn't want to have to clean their machines after every McFlurry, so instead they made the McFlurry spoon the mixer. It attaches onto the McFlurry makers and mixes the McFlurry. Now that is pure genius. Have you ever noticed these loops on your backpack? These loops are called hauling loops. They're supposed to be used for people out in the wilderness who are climbing or hiking, but there really is no need to put these on a kid's backpack, unless you plan to escape school by climbing out or something. Have you ever wondered why your computer keyboard has these bumps? The F and J key on your keyboard will have these bumps. These bumps are actually here from when people changed from using typewriters to computers. They act as a guide for the optimal typing position for your fingers. You're supposed to place your 2 index fingers on the bumps and type from there. So they're simply to help you position your fingers, allowing you to type faster. How come some milk jugs have these big dents? These dents exist for a few reasons. For one, if your milk goes bad, then gas will build up inside it, meaning that the dent will bulge out, allowing you to know not to drink the milk. Also, if you freeze your milk, the liquid will expand. The dent bulges out, giving the container more room. Otherwise, the added pressure from the frozen milk would cause the container to explode. Also, if you ever drop your milk, the dent will bulge out, meaning that your milk won't spill all over your house. Why do some sneakers have holes in the side? Some think you're supposed to loop your shoelaces into these to make them tighter, but the real reason is the holes add ventilation. No one likes hot feet, and that's why some sneakers have holes to give you more air. Why do some clothing items come with a small square of fabric? Some think it's for sewing things up if you rip your clothing, but it's actually to test how washing cycles will affect your clothing. You can put the square in the wash with the settings you want, and see if the clothing square will shrink or get discolored. If that happens, then you know not to wash the clothing in the same way, potentially saving you from ruining your clothes. How come airplane windows have a tiny hole? Don't worry, it's not a real hole in the window. Airplane windows are made from 2 pieces of perspex, which is a plastic glass. Without the tiny hole, the inner piece of glass would shatter. That's because of the pressure difference inside and outside of the plane. The tiny hole equalizes the pressure. Who'd have thought this tiny hole has a life-saving purpose?